Hi, welcome to your Warrior Wednesday. It is Wednesday, January 18th on this beautiful winter day. Not too cold and, not too mild either. So it's a perfect day. So as you're tuning on here live, say hello, say what's up. Give yourself some hearts. Let me know you're here. And when you catch the replay, make sure you comment with hashtag replay or hashtag encore and let me know that you caught the replay. All right. So hi, your best year. Welcome. As people are hopping on, I'm just going to say hello and acknowledge you and appreciate you. So today we are talking about failure and fear and leveraging fear and failure to be your fertilizer. Hi, Rima. Long time no see, Rima. Happy New Year. My Aquarius. Your birthday's coming up. Let me know when your birthday is. Hi, FF. Long time no see, FF. I love seeing my girl, FF. Hey, Jack. Ooh. Jack representing. Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to all of you. So, okay. So I posted something earlier today about failure being your fertilizer. And I wanted to actually talk a little bit more about that to inspire you on what's possible and give you some ideas on how you can navigate and turn both fear and failure into your fertilizer so that you create the results that you're here to create. So if that excites you, say that excites you and give yourself some hearts. Let me know you're excited, and give yourself some fireballs or whatever. So I know that you're excited about this. All right. So, first of all, I want to say my mission for this year is always be building, always be building. So we're always building. We're always focusing on that next level, always focusing on taking that next step, taking that next action. It's all about action. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about, like sitting down, not doing anything. This is about action. And let me just preface by saying how I define fear. Or how I define failure. I'm sorry. Let me take a step back. They're both connected, by the way, because when we have fear of something, like for example, fear of failure, right? When we have that fear and we fail at something, we tend to make up a story about our worth, our worthiness, our worth, how we're not worthy because we didn't accomplish something, etc. And I want to say this, our results don't define who we are. Your results do not define who you are. Your results is an extension and an expression of you, of yourself, of who you are. Hey, Laura, welcome. Great to see you. So it doesn't define you and your worthiness by any means. And that's something I learned. I learned the hard way, actually, because I looked at myself as my results. And if I didn't hit results, I was like, I'm not worthy, right? I'm being really honest, by the way, right? However, it was a learning curve for me to recognize that the results are an extension. The results is a manifestation of what you're building, but it's not who you are as a person. Hey, Nathan. Love you, Nathan. You're amazing. Got to see your live earlier. You're extraordinary. So I want to talk about some failures. So for example, I'll just give examples and share a quick story with you guys and give you a call to action because we're all about taking action. You agree with me? Yes, yes, yes. We're all about taking action, right? So some failures, I'll give you an example. Maybe quitting on yourself for whatever reason. You quit on your goals, you quit on your vision, you quit on something you started, but you didn't follow through all the way to the end. You didn't take it all the way. You quit on it for whatever reason. That could be a failure, right? Maybe you lost focus in something. Maybe you got distracted, got derailed. Maybe you started something, you became inconsistent with what you're doing. By the way, I'm guilty of all of this. By the way, I've been there. So I get it. So I'm not talking about something that whatever. We all are in that space. Okay. So maybe you were in a space where you had a goal and you were like, I'm on it. And first of all, it's January 18th. So many people right now are in this spirit of New Year's resolutions, all this stuff. But before you know it, it's going to die down. People are really committed, will follow through on their goals. But the people who are just hyped for that purpose or that season, they're going to fall off because they were not connected to what they really wanted to create. You get what I'm saying? And that will be a failure for them, but that is not going to be a failure for you because you're here, you're committed, you're showing up and you're doing the work. So you see that and I see that as well. All right. So I want you to connect with this. I want you to be fascinated by the lesson that you learn and you gain from the failure that you experience, because we all have failures in life. And I'll share with you a story about one experience I had a few years ago. every day there's moments of failure, but we're not like in the emotional breakdown of the failure, if you will. We're looking at, okay, where can we go, right? The lesson, right? So I want you, this is my advice for you, I want you to be fascinated by the lesson and what you gained from this failure versus being intoxicated with what didn't work and what you lost. All right, I'm going to say that again. So I want you, moving forward, starting from today, I want you to be fascinated by every time you say you're going to do something, you don't follow through, whatever happens, and you fail in that experience. You ask yourself, well, what could you have done differently? What is the lesson? What did you gain? What is the wisdom that you gained in that moment? Versus being intoxicated and breakdown about why you didn't do it, and now you're horrible, and now, blaming yourself, shaming yourself, being guilty about, I don't want you to do that, because that energy is going to weigh you down, and it's going to derail you. If you feel me, say amen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like speaking the truth over here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel me, let me know you don't feel me. It's okay too. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to connect with you. So I'm going to share with you guys a story I did, a story that happened a few years ago that got me actually on my track of wellness. Okay. So, I was the queen of inconsistency. Okay. Let's put it that way. All right. I was the queen 3 years ago in health and wellness. I was consistent in a lot of areas, but I was very inconsistent in other areas. And I'm being really honest. And I'll give you an example, because I would start challenges and I wouldn't complete them. And I'll give you an example because, one of my friends, you know him, Matt, right? If you were at the club, you know who Matt is, right? He's also one of my business partners. He's a friend. He's amazing. He's another Aquarius, cray Aquarius, like all my Aquarius, our birthdays are coming up, and happy birthdays to all our Capricorns, acknowledging our Capricorns as well. All right. So going back. So, oh, awesome. Your best year. I'd love to hear about your book. Please share. Okay. All right. So a few years ago, Matt challenged me in doing burpees, right? And this was like not just me personally, it was everyone at the gym. So it was a 30-day burpee challenge, right? Starting with 5 burpees. So day 1 was 5 burpees. Day 30 was leading up to 100 burpees, right? So I'll tell you this. Oh, Capricorn, happy birthday, girl. Oh, yay. Let me know when your birthday was or when it is, okay? So we celebrate you. All right, so this whole burpee thing, it was, and no one likes burpees, okay? But by the way, let's be real. Although I'm very masterful at doing burpees, I have zero emotional attachment to burpees versus like when someone says burpees, they're like, oh, burpees. For me, burpees, bring it on, bitches. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no energy around it. But 3 years ago, I did not like them. I was like, oh, shit. I would like it the same way. I'm being really honest, guys. I'm being really transparent and honest with you, okay? So anyway, so going back to the challenge, right? So Matt challenged the gym, all of us, right? And I was a member at that time. I wasn't a trainer. So 30 days, day 1, 5 burpees. Every day, it's a build leading up to 100 burpees by day 30. All right, let me tell you this. I started and stopped that challenge at least 3 times. 3 times, okay? I would get to like day 10, drop off. I'm like, damn, I got to go back to day 1. Go back to day 1. Get to day 15, drop off. I'm like, oh shit, now I got to go back to day 1, right? And then it was repetitive. I got to a point, guys, and this is something I want you to hear. I got to a point that it clicked for me. I was like, oh my God, it's way more work and way more exhausting to be inconsistent. Like, it was very clear, because if I were consistent from day 1 to day 30, I would have hit that goal. But what happened was excuses got in the way, BS got in the way, life got in the way. Who can relate to what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, who can relate? If you can relate, I'm sharing a really solid example of this experience, right? But here's what happened. I'm just going to wrap it up for you guys. So here's what happened. So I committed. I made a decision. I chose. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with starting and stopping. I'm done with, because it's too exhausting. Starting and stopping. It's too much, right? And I wasn't going anywhere fast. Happy belated love, December 29th. So you were right after Christmas. Amazing. So good. It was so exhausting. So who can relate? Where are you? Like, do you have a goal and you start and stop, or whatever, and you're just not taking it all the way? And that's okay. If you're in that space, that's okay. I was there 3 years ago in that space, okay? And there are moments where, like, I gotta remind myself, and I work with clients too, remind us as a collective that we have human moments. And there's also the level of the vision of being accountable, right? And following through, okay? So when I made a choice and I committed and I said, you know what, no matter what, I want to hit that milestone. I'm just going to hit it. No matter what, I'm done with the excuses. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm just going for it, right? And I finally did it. Third time is a charm, right? And so I got to 100, and then Matt said to me, he said, if you reach 100, if you actually follow through on this challenge, I will give you another challenge. So I'm very competitive, by the way, if you don't know yet. I'm very, very competitive. So I said, what is the next challenge? He said, I'm not going to tell you what the next challenge is until you complete this challenge. Smart, because I probably would have not done it, right? So anyway, so I completed the challenge, and after that, and I got to 100 burpees, finally. Got to day 30, I got to 100 burpees, right? Complete. Yay, complete. What was the next challenge? The next challenge, wait for it, guys. Wait for it. It was doing 100 burpees a day for 100 days. That was the next challenge, all right? And I was like, oh, shit, that's a whole new level. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's not about the burpees. So my question for you is, what is it for you, right? Like, what is it for you? You know what I mean? Like, what is something that you know that you're going to be consistent, or you get to be super consistent, be the queen or king of consistency, so you can crush your goals, whatever it is, whether it's eating healthy, if it's making sure you're following through on your exercise routine, maybe it's following through on some of your business goals, whatever that is, right? So anyway, long story short, I'm going to wrap it up for you guys. I ended up doing 100 burpees a day for 100 days straight, because the challenge with that one was, if you stopped at any point in the 100 days, it's like 75 hard. If you've ever done, I've done 75 hard several times at this point. If you stop or you miss something in the challenge, you start back to day one. And I wasn't going back to day one. I was like, I'm not going and doing 100 all over again. I learned my lesson with the 30-day stuff. I'm not doing that again, right? So then I followed through. I did 100. And let me say this. That whole 100 burpees and 100-day challenge was my turning point in my health and wellness career in general. That's where I, one of the things actually, right, that turned me all, like, you know what I'm saying? So why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you with the intention, of course, of inspiring you and letting you know that wherever you are on your journey right now, it's okay. It's okay. And there's always a next level. There's a next level for you to be fascinated with the lesson you're gaining from your failure and looking at the opportunity versus being intoxicated and addicted to your emotions about what's not working and what you're losing. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up and create something for you. So if you found this valuable so far, please share so I can connect with you and see where you're at. And I want to give you a quick call to action. Okay, quick call to action. So if you, I posted this a while ago in one of my previous reels. So if you want to go back and re-listen, you can re-listen. If you are committed to being your best me in 2023, send me a DM and I will connect with you and give you some resources. There is a program that we're running right now, myself, Nathan, who's one of my business partners on here. He's incredible. He's doing the challenge. I'm doing the challenge. A few of my clients are doing the challenge. FF is doing the challenge. A bunch of us, right? A few of my clients, friends, business partners, etc. They're doing this Best Me 23. You can call it a challenge, right? So it's a transformational experience. So if you are interested in learning more about that, send me a DM and I will connect with you and I'll share with you some ideas. I'll share with you resources. I'll make a recommendation, give you a plan, and if it's a fit, let's jump in and get it done, because it is January 18th and you don't want to wait until the end of the month or whatever. You want to be your best me in 2023 and start creating the results and the best experience that you want to create for yourself and your health, your well-being, and your energy. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Share your biggest takeaway. Share this with friends, people that you know this will make a difference for. I'm committed to serving and helping as many people as I can being in their best shape of their lives, because I've been there. Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. So please send me a DM and let me see if I can support you. All right. Thank you so much. Have an amazing Wednesday night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about a different topic for Thriving Thursday. I feel inspired, so I'm going to share with you some Thriving Thursday tips that will support you. But again, for you to be your best me in 2023, send me a DM and I will connect with you and see what your goals, share with me what your health goals are specifically, and I will give you a plan. And if you're committed, jump in. Don't waver, because wavering is bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now, don't hesitate. Don't make excuses, because none of that is going to create any results. I'm going to tell you straight up. All right. Thank you guys. Love you. Mwah. Have an awesome night. Cheers.